FM.
We're ready for some playoff baseball today. The Faribault Falcons got a home game. They're the number 4 seed in the Section 1 AAA baseball playoffs. And we're at Belfield just about ready for the first pitch. They take on the Austin Packers today. Faribault comes into this game with a record of 6-14 on the season. And the Austin Packers are 8-14. I know you're scratching your head and you're going, how did Faribault get the home game? Well, they beat Austin twice. That's why they're sitting at home today. Otherwise, they'd be on the road today. I think that's pretty simple. The number 1 seed is the Northfield Raiders. They get a bye. They don't have to play till Tuesday. Their coach, Josh Spitzak, told me he would be here to watch this game today. So I haven't seen him yet, but I'm sure he'll be here to watch because they play the winner of this game on Tuesday. They completely avoid Memorial Day weekend. Well, I shouldn't say that. This is Memorial Day weekend. But they completely avoid Memorial Day, which I think makes the most sense. You got Section 1 softball playing on Memorial Day. Memorial Day should be, you're with your family. I know you're with your family at games, but it's a different kind of being with your family. Anyway, the Austin Packers and the Faribault Falcons, as Coach Lechtenberg is going over the ground rules with the umpires and the head coach for the Austin Packers. Right now, our broadcast is service of our KDHL, All Prep Sports Boosters, and Big Woods Beef. That's right, Big Woods Beef. Joe Crody has himself a terrific beef business. I have had their beef. They go to the farmer's market every summer, and it is fantastic because guess what, folks? The stuff in the meat case, you don't know how fresh that is. But when it comes from Grody's, it is really
At J-Mo's Bowl in Faribault, you always strike a great meal. Let J-Mo's Bowl prepare and deliver the food right to you or host an unforgettable graduation open house right there on their property. Access to sand volleyball, darts, bowling, and don't forget Thursdays mean $2 per game bowling and $10 cheeseburger baskets. Open Tuesday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 11 to midnight, closed on Sundays and Mondays. Go to jmosbowl.com for details.
Fire up the grill and celebrate Memorial Day with hot deals at Cashwise Foods. Stock up and save on Four Brothers Signature Smokehouse Premium Fresh Mega Bratwurst Links. Just $3 for $5. Perfect for your backyard barbecue. Add a sweet touch with Driscoll Strawberries, 2 for $5. And don't forget a summer favorite sweet corn, only 5 for $3. Kick off summer with fresh flavors and unbeatable savings at Cashwise. Only Cashwise Foods.
Well, the public address announcer, Mr. Graves, going over the pleasantries, welcoming people, and of course they have a high school league script that they need to read too. We will tell you that the Austin Packers will be throwing today John Rowley, and the Faribault Falcons have on the hill Dom Erickson, assuming they're both the number 1 pitchers for their respective teams. Even though this is not a double them all the way through tournament, you still want to stay in the winner's bracket as long as you possibly can as the Packers are being introduced. And we will have that lineup for you in just a moment, along with the Faribault Falcon lineup as well.
Specialty Personnel Services can solve both sides of work-related problems. For employees, they can put you to work in a short period of time with employers that are in need of your skills. For you employers, Specialty Personnel Services has a list of potential employees that have the skill set to excel on your company's team. Don't waste time chasing want ads. Let the professionals work for you. They do specializing in construction and manufacturing jobs. Specialty Personnel Services in Owatonna. Call 451-5773. In Austin, 433-5570.
The best meal from the grill or the kitchen starts with a better cut of beef. And for more than 6 generations, that meat has come from Big Woods Beef by Nearstrand, offering certified Angus product, responsibly raised from their family to yours. Big Woods Beef offers individual steaks and roasts for sale, ground beef, along with quarter, half, and whole options. Check them out on Saturdays in the summer at the Faribault Farmers Market in Central Park. Taste the difference. Get pickup and delivery details and check out their story at bigwoodsbeef.com.
Oh, man, it is really good stuff as the Packers have been introduced, and now the Faribault Falcons are running out to their respective positions to play defense. Hayden Dillon will be leading off. He plays shortstop. Dom Erickson is batting second. The pitcher batting third and playing third base will be Jamison Nowaczewski. A.J. Simon will hit cleanup. The catcher, Atlee Qualley, is the second baseman and bats fifth. Batting sixth is Ben Leslie, the center fielder. Luke Schumacher will DH and bat seventh. He is hitting for the right fielder, Luke McRae. Carter Quinlan plays first base and bats eighth. And batting ninth will be Cooper Anderson, the left fielder for the Faribault Falcons. Head coach Charlie Lechtenberg. Austin has Dylan Wenzel leading off, the second baseman. Brandon Rye, the shortstop, bats second. Third will be the center fielder, Noah Dunlap. Hayden Quitmeyer is the first baseman and bats cleanup. Benton Perkapile is the catcher and bats fifth. Batting sixth is Cooper Jacobson, the third baseman. John Rowley is the pitcher. He'll bat seventh. Batting eighth is Tyler Carter, the right fielder, and the left fielder, Casey Denzer, will bat ninth for the Austin Packers. Packers are lined up down the first base line. The Falcons are, as I said, at their respective positions, sort of, as they get ready for the national anthem here at Bell Field in Faribault, Minnesota.
On this Memorial Day weekend, those who served, those who have served, and those who paid the ultimate sacrifice. At this time, the playing of our national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner.
Thanks, Brendan. Thanks, Brendan. You bet.
Well, there you had the playing of our national anthem as the Faribault Falcons and the Austin Packers about set to do battle. We have two umpires here today. As you go deeper in the playoffs, you'll see more umpires on the field, I'm sure. But two umpires, a base umpire and a home plate umpire like we had back when I was a kid. As Dom Erickson, the right-hander for the Faribault Falcons, is doing his warm-ups, and he says, I can't warm up without a baseball. So the umpire has to hand the catcher a baseball. Again, these are the playoffs. Now, whoever wins this plays Northfield Tuesday at Northfield. Whoever does not win this could end up getting a bye. It depends on if the number 2 and the number 3 teams win or not. That's the way this section is set up because there's only 7 teams in the section. Red Wing, you might recall, is in Class 2A now. They got bumped down a class. So they are the number 2 seed, and they were, not one of the top 3 or 4 teams in the Big Nine. They got the number 2 seed in Section 1AA. So I know a couple of the coaches were telling me they thought Red Wing might go quite a ways in Section 1AA, and they would not be shocked to see them win that section coming out of the Big Nine. So we'll see what happens over in Section 1AA with the Red Wing Wingers. We're here to bring you Faribault and Austin Packers. So if the number 2 seed, which is Cass and Manorville, or the number 3 seed, which is Byron, lose, they would get the bye on Tuesday and not play till Thursday. If those 2 teams win, and let's say Austin beats Faribault today, or vice versa, that team would get the bye and not have to play till Thursday. So you could lose and get a bye. Don't you love it? I don't know who comes up with this stuff, but that's how it works. And that's the fairest, I guess, if you're going to give a loser's bracket bye. So we're set to get this underway at 11 o'clock. First pitch was scheduled, and it looks like we'll be starting at about 11:07, 11:08, something like that. Here at Bell Field in Faribault, the sun shining brightly under partly cloudy skies. Stepping in will be Dylan Wenzel, the second baseman. Dylan wears number 11 on his uniform. He's a senior, and the first pitch is a strike right down Broadway, 0-1, delivered at 11:08. So first pitch delivered at 11:08, and the pitch is high. It's 1-1. What I love about Dom is he operates quickly. No sense wasting time. Gets the ball and goes. He's wearing a blue glove of sorts. Falcons in their green jersey tops. The green caps with a white F on the front. The Austin Packers in the red tops. The white pants. Next pitch, he missed the corner. It's 2-1. Tried to get the outside corner. Didn't miss by a lot, but he did. 2-1 the count. The pitch is right down Broadway. It'll be popped up to the center fielder who comes in and makes the catch. So, nice job out there by Leslie. And that'll bring up Brandon Rye, the shortstop. Where's number 18? He's a right-handed hitter. Rye is a freshman and plays shortstop. Right-handed hitter, as I said, back foot on that back line of the batter's box. Starts him off with a curve, and it's called high, 1-0. 1-0 the count. He got away with a hanger there as he rocks and delivers. Another breaking ball misses. It's 2-0. So a 2-0 count to the number 2 hitter in the order. Pretty much straight away in the box. He missed again. It's 3-0. And being the shortstop, you know he's got to be a good athlete. So as a guy you probably don't want to put on base. One down. We're in the top of the first inning here at Bell Field. And the pitch missed badly. That was not close. Most of those pitches weren't close. He really is overthrowing. Noah Dunlap will step in. Noah Dunlap is a senior. Where's number 9 in his uniform? Looks to his coach. Well, with one out, I don't know that you'd be bunting here, but we'll see. Coaches do a lot of things nowadays that we would never have thought of when I was a kid. Back foot on the back line of the batter's box. The pitch. He missed again. 1-0. This obviously is a good hitter. He's the number 3 hitter in the order. Runner gets his lead at first base. Not a great one. The pitch. He misses again. He's missed 6 straight pitches. He's overthrowing. That's what that adrenaline does for you. He's got a lot of juice. The pitch. Missed again. 3-0. 7 straight misses. Erickson's got a pink sleeve on his right arm. And the pitch. Right down the heart of the plate. 3-1 to count. See if he can just focus on the catcher's mitt here. And try not to give them traffic on the base paths. The pitch. A breaking ball misses. So back-to-back walks. Put runners at first and second with one out. And the cleanup hitter, Hayden Quintmeyer, will step in. Quintmeyer is a senior. He wears number 10 on his uniform. He's a left-handed hitter. Of course, 300 down the left field line. Straightaway centers 350. The pitch is a strike on the inside corner. It's 0-1. And Erickson's going to have to really focus now. 330 down the right field line. They don't have the power gap signages up. And the pitch. It hit him. This is not the way you envision starting a game. Bases are loaded without the benefit of a single hit. And the pitching coach is going to come out and talk to his right-hander and try and calm him down here because he is overthrowing. I'm sure the adrenaline's flowing like crazy, right? But got to know how to channel that. And it'll be interesting to see if they can get out of this jam. Maybe you can get a tailor-made double play ball. Tyler Francis is the pitching coach. He's out on the hill right now visiting with Dom and the entire infield with the bases juiced now and only one out in the first inning. And again, 2 walks and a hit batsman. The only ball that hit was a lazy fly ball to center field. Oh, stepping in for the Packers is Benton Perkapile. He's a senior. The pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1. A strikeout here would be nice. Even nicer would be a double play ball. Get him out of the inning. Adjusting his ankle guard as the batter. He steps back in with that back foot near the bat line. He's right on top of the plate. Erickson's pitch. High. 1-1. One and one the count. He's got nowhere to put him. A walk means a run. As he rocks and delivers. And he missed again. 2-1. He's still overthrowing. The next offering, it misses. It's 3-1. Well, I would guarantee, I'm not going to guarantee you, but if I'm Benton Perkapile, I don't swing at anything here. I make him throw me a strike. The pitch. He walked in the run. So Perkapile gets the RBI. It's 1-0 Austin here in the first inning. And stepping in will be Cooper Jacobson. He's the third baseman. He's a junior, a right-handed hitter, wears number 17 on his uniform. So the Packers get the lead without the benefit of a hit. 3 walks and a hit batter in the pitch. Strike. 0-1 the count. We're going to have a courtesy runner run out for the catcher here. It's number 23.
The courtesy runner for the catcher at first base is number 23, Jackson Dietzel.
Who is Jackson? That's not Neitzel. He's a sophomore. First baseman Quinlan is up near the grass. There's a strike. 0-2. It looked like a ball, to be honest. 0-2 the count to Jacobson. And the next offering. Swing and a miss. So 2 outs. That only 1 run scores. Farrell will be very happy after that start. John Peltier steps in. John Rowley steps in. Ken Ramon writing. He's a senior, wears number 4 in his uniform. He's the pitcher, can help his cause right here. As he steps in, he's the number 7 hitter in the order. Bit of an open stance at the plate, little wiggle action with the bat. The pitch is swung on. It's hit, and that should be an out. Leslie runs to his left and makes the catch. And man, oh man, if you're a Faribault Falcon fan, you got to be extremely happy. They had the bases loaded with 1 out. And they only get one run, and they do not get it with the benefit of a hit. There were no errors, and the bags were juiced. As we played half an inning, the Austin Packers have taken an early 1-0 lead. The bottom of the first comes your way next on Southern Minnesota's sports leader for nearly 8 decades, KDHL-AM, Faribault, Minnesota, a town square media
Discover
station.
the finest jewelry collection in Southern Minnesota, right in downtown Canyon at Todd G. Jewelry. With an extensive selection to suit every style and budget, you'll find everything from timeless watches and elegant jewelry to unique money clips and more. Personalize your gift with a custom engraving. Add a name, a special message, or both to make it truly one of a kind. Because you don't want just any diamond, you want a Todd G. Jewelry diamond.
At Community Resource Bank, they're more than just a place to manage your money. They're your neighbors, your supporters, your financial partners. Whether you're starting fresh or planning ahead, the team at Community Resource Bank is ready to help with banking that fits your life. Stop in, say hi, and see why more people are choosing Community Resource Bank. Community Resource Bank. Let's bank together. Member FDIC.
Well, the Falcons will come to the plate here and see if they can't tie or take a lead. They're down 1-0. As Roley's doing his warm-up tosses, his battery mate is Perkapile. At first base is Quitmeyer. At second base is Wenzel. At shortstop is Rye. At third base is Jacobson. Out in left field is Denzer. In right field is Carter, and in center field is Dunlop. So Hayden Dillon will lead things off. The shortstop, a right-handed hitter. Where's number 3 on his uniform? Hayden is a junior. Takes a deep sigh, gets ready to step in here. They'd a very good athlete, has good wheels. They'd love to get him on base. As a pitcher, rocks and fires, and it's called a strike. 0-1 the count. 0-1 to Dillon. It looked like it may have drifted toward the outside, but it was called the corner. And the pitch. Inside, misses. 1-1 the count. Little chin music for Mr. Dillon. That third baseman's back behind the bag. I'd be tempted to bunt if I'm Hayden with his speed. And the pitch. Almost hit him. 2-1. Boy, both these starting pitchers are amped up, man. Oh, man. And then behind him. 2-1 the count. That is a playoff game, right? And the pitch. He overthrew that one. It's 3-1. You just got done watching your counterpart do the same thing. As he tries to steady himself on the rubber, he'll deliver a strike. 3-2 to Dillon. Hayden will step back in after practice hack, has a longer sleeve on the right arm. As here comes the big pitch. A little breaking ball action that he fouls off. 3-2. He fisted off a nice pitch. Well, he pulls up that red sleeve that he has on his throwing arm, his right arm. Peers out over the glove. Got some red action on that. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Threw him a changeup. Nice pitch. Outside corner. Good location. And even better on the speed. So Dom Erickson will step up with one out. Here in the bottom of the first. Faribault already down 1-0 without the benefit of a hit by Austin in the top of the inning. Fell behind 3-1 and ended up winning the first at bat. Did the Packer pitcher. And now stepping out is Erickson after they were playing a little cat and mouse here. He'll step back in. That back foot right on the back line. A little bit of an open stance. The ball's fouled off by Erickson, 0-1. 0-1 the count to Dom Erickson. Wears number 2 in his uniform. He's a junior. Just 2 seniors on this Falcon team. And the pitch. Breaking ball right up the middle. Nice piece of hitting there. So Erickson's on. Right back up the middle. Didn't try to do anything too fancy. That'll bring up the sophomore. Jamison Nowaczewski is the sophomore third baseman. He is a left-handed hitter wearing yellow batting gloves. Where's number 13 on the back of his uniform? That was my old baseball number. Not that I chose it, but it kind of was assigned to me. And we wear black uniforms. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Erickson at first base. Will Coach Lechtenberg try to steal and get that runner in scoring position? The tying run, we'll see here. As Erickson gets his lead, he'll dive back, and he just got back. No courtesy runner for Dom. You can use a courtesy runner for your catcher and your pitcher. As he comes to the set and delivers. Outside, misses, 1-1. It was a close pitch, but it did miss. 1-1 the count. To the left-handed hitting third baseman for the Falcons. Also has some gold cleats here, it appears. Matches batting gloves. Swings at the next pitch. It's hit right to the right fielder. He barely has to move. 2 down. That'll bring up A.J. Simon, the catcher. Wears number 12 on his uniform, a right-handed hitter. So, A.J., I wonder if he goes by the name All Jets. A.J. All Jets Jackson. That sounds good, doesn't it? I just christened him that. Most catchers aren't all Jets, but in high school they can be. So All Jets. The pitch is up high, and he's going to throw down, and it's going to go into right field, and he should have been at second base, and he will be at second base. Erickson, catcher, got fancy, tried to throw behind the runner, and ended up throwing it in right field. So it'll be an error. An error on the catcher. And he's going to go out and apologize to his pitcher. I know, because I was a catcher and I used to do that. If I made a mistake out there, I'd go to my pitcher and I'd say, hey, sorry about that, guy. Make me look good, will you? Don't let that run score. So Simon will step back in. All Jets. I like that. All Jets. Simon, right-handed hitter. With a 1-0 count and runner now in scoring position. Just a base hit's all they need. Get that runner home. If it's an outfield hit and the pitch, it is going to be an outfield hit. It's going to be kind of a gapper. As the run was scored, we got a tie game. All he did was deliver the single to get himself an RBI. So we got a tie game with 2 outs. That's the other thing. It's a 2-out hit, right? As stepping in will be Atlee Qualley, the second baseman. We're going to have a courtesy runner go in for the catcher here. We'll see what number he is. It's going to be Rylan Peterson, a freshman. So a freshman goes in to run. And you just don't want to get picked off in this situation. That's the go-ahead run there at first base. Pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike. 0-1. 0-1 to Atlee Qualley. Well, he started me with a breaking ball. Will he throw me another one? I don't know. We'll see. He's got wearing powder blue batting gloves. He's right on top of the plate. Right-handed hitter against the righty Raleigh. Who peers over his shoulder. The pitch. Another breaking ball. It's 0-2. Well, now Qualley's probably guessing a little bit. Can we throw me a third one? Runner at first, 2 down here in the first. The pitch, it's a fastball, and it is hammered, but right to the center fielder. So they do score. The Falcons get 2 hits in the inning to score their run. And they did leave a runner on base. There was 1 error in the inning as well, which did factor into the scoring because it got Erickson into scoring position so that the single by all Jets was the RBI. So we go to the top of the second. It'll be 8-9-1 for the Packers with our score tied at 1 apiece.
Hey, Ken Herbeck here. Is it time for a tune-up or maybe a new furnace? Call Owatonna Heating and Cooling, your local Carrier dealer today, and have your furnace checked. Don't wait until you're without heat and below zero temperatures. Call us to get your furnace checked to prevent carbon monoxide poisoning or sudden furnace failure when you really need it most. Owatonna Heating and Cooling is your local Carrier dealer. Turn to the experts. Find us online at owatonna-heating.com or call 507-451-2051. That's 451-2051.
Check out the Memorial Day savings this week at Fairway Meat and Grocery in Faribault. Get all natural, boneless, skinless chicken breasts for $2.99 a pound. $85.15 ground beef is $4.98 a pound, sold in the 10-pound tube. Fresh sweet corn, $5 a dozen. Select varieties of Bush's baked beans are $1.98 each when you buy 2. And Pepsi 12 packs are $4.99 each when you buy 3. Fairway Meat and Grocery in Faribault. Open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. till 9 p.m.
Well, we start the second inning with Tyler Carter, right fielder, right-handed hitter stepping in against Dom Erickson, who threw 26 pitches in the first inning. Swings and fouls it off 0-1. Erickson threw 11 strikes. So I wouldn't be swinging at the first pitch if it was me. I mean, he had more balls than strikes in the first inning. But these days, I don't know that kids necessarily watch the game to pick up on some of those things. As he delivers, strike. 0-2. Well, Erickson's got a chance to score a run and get a little breather and maybe get refocused as he delivers. And it's going to be strike 3. The pitcher drops the ball but tags him. Second strikeout. 2 of the last 3 have been struck out, so maybe he's righted the ship. That'll bring up the left fielder, Casey Denzer. Casey's at the bat, the junior. You think his dad was a baseball guy? The pitch is hot. Oh, it's a strike. 0-1. Casey looked at the umpire like, that was a strike? And he said, yes, it was, son. And the pitch is popped up. Is anybody going to get to it? It's all Jets. Didn't have enough Jets to get to that one. 1-1. It hit on inside the grandstand here because they got a hole there. So good thing nobody was walking by at the time. Might have had a lawsuit. There's a couple hopper to second base. That should be an out, and it is. So 2 up and 2 down, and that'll bring up Dylan Winsel. He started the game with a fly out to center field. Where's number 11 on his uniform, the senior? They pretty much play them straight away here. Remember, these two teams have played a couple of times already, so I don't know if they keep a book on such things where guys hit balls, but you got the scorebook that should show you that. The pitch is too low, I guess. Ball 1-0. 1-0 the count to Dylan Wenzel. Erickson trying to get him a quick inning here and get those bats back at the plate. The pitch. Outside corner strike called, 1-1. 1-1 the count to the right-handed hitting Dylan Wenzel, the second baseman for the Packers. Breaking ball strike. It's 1-2. And boy, his control is 100% better. Amazing when you don't overthrow. So he'll step back in pretty much straight away in the box in the pitch. Ooh, he almost went after, and they say, did he go? No, he says he didn't go. Oh, I don't know about that. 2-2 the count. He had that bat 2/3 of the way through the swing. Home plate umpire appealed to the base umpire. He said no. I want to bet he didn't see it. So we have to do it all over again as he steps in. The righty's pitch. Breaking ball, and it's hit right to the third baseman. So a liner ends the second inning. There were no hits, no runs, no errors, nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the second. The Falcons will bring up hitters 6, 7, and 8 in the order in a 1-1 game in the Section 1 AAA baseball tournament on Southern Minnesota's sports leader for nearly 8 decades, the mighty 920 KDHL.
As a business owner, you understand the importance of protecting your reputation, workplace, employees, and financial assets. Our team is ready to help yours by creating a custom lineup of industry-specific coverages and risk management service to help you stay at the top of your game. Contact your local Federated representative for more information today. Federated Insurance. It's our business to protect yours. Rated A+ Superior by AM Best Company.
The best meal from the grill or the kitchen starts with a better cut of beef. And for more than 6 generations, that meat has come from Big Woods Beef by Nearstrand. Offering certified Angus product, responsibly raised from their family to yours. Big Woods Beef offers individual steaks and roasts for sale. Ground beef, along with quarter, half, and whole options. Check them out on Saturdays in the summer at the Faribault Farmers Market in Central Park. Taste the difference. Get pickup and delivery details and check out their story at bigwoodsbeef.com.
Yeah, there's nothing better than the Big Woods beef. It's delicious. On the Big Woods beef scoreboard, we have a 1-1 score as we go to the second inning. The pitch count for Mr. Rowley is at 17. 12 of the 17 have been strikes. And the pitch is way outside, 1-0. Leslie, the center fielder, a left-handed hitter, wears number 17 on his uniform. He's got a lavender bat? The colors drive me crazy. The pitch is swung on, and it's going to be a foul ball. 1-1 to count. As he'll step back in, it's a multicolored bat. Actually, has some pink and, it's not quite purple. Maybe a little purple, lavender. Teal on the handle. I've never had to field a ball with that coming at me, right? With all those colors off the bat. I mean, that's got to throw you off a little bit. And the pitch. It's inside. 2-1 the count to Leslie. The catcher asked the home plate umpire if he went after it. No, no way did he go after it. He didn't go as far as the Austin guy. And the pitch is too low. It's going to be 3-1 to Leslie. Center fielder probably has pretty good wheels. Get him on base. The DH is up next. As a righty kicks and delivers. Inside corner for strike, and it's 3-2. That was a really good pitch. So here comes the payoff pitch on the opening guy in the second inning. Way outside. First walk by Rowley. That'll bring up Luke Schumacher, the DH, hitting for the right fielder, Luke McRae. Wears number 6 on the back of his uniform, and he is a senior. One of the 2 seniors on the team as he steps in pretty much straight away in the box, right-handed hitter. With that runner at first base, nobody out here in the second in a 1-1 game on the Big Woods Beef scoreboard here at Bell Field. The pitch. He bunts it in the air. The catcher will catch it. And smartly, Leslie got back to the bag. So instead of catching the ball with the bat, he poked the bat at the ball, and it popped up in the air. And that'll bring up Carter Quinlan, the first baseman. Quinlan, a right-handed hitter, steps in. He's got some power in his bat. We'll see. Right fielder's kind of playing in a bit. And the pitch is a strike. On the outside corner, 0-1. Quinlan wears number 25 on the back of his uniform. Carter is a junior. He's got that back foot right on the back line of the batter's box. Which actually you can see the batter's box still, which is pretty rare these days. In the second inning, pitches outside. Catcher makes a nice block. 1-1 the count. Nice job there behind the plate by Perkapile. Block that ball and keep the runner out of scoring position. So Quinlan will see Rowley shake off a couple of signs, look over to first base. Not a particularly great lead. The pitch. Hammered foul. 1-2. Boy, he got around on that pitch. Whatever it was, I wouldn't throw it again. So a 1-2 count with 1 out and a runner at first here in the second in a 1-1 game. So I want to thank Big Woods Beef for joining us today. They're bringing you our pitch counts. We'll have all of those throughout the game. And the pitch. Ooh, he got away with a hanger maybe. Ball's popped up. And the left fielder goes over and makes the catch for the second out. And that'll bring up the number 9 hitter. Where's number 10 in his uniform? Cooper Anderson, the sophomore. Where's his year number on the back of his uniform? 10. Faribault got a timely 2-out hit in the first inning. Can they get one here? Runner gets his lead. The pitch is a strike. 0-1. You heard the dugout from Austin yelling going, but he didn't go. And I don't know if he goes and he gets thrown out. You got your number 9 hitter leading off the next inning. So, but he might go. Who knows? The pitch. Ooh, he swung at a high pitch. It's 0-2. That ball was really high. That should have been a ball. It's 0-2. He did get a piece of it, but now he's in a hole with a runner at first base. 2 down here in the second inning in a 1-1 game. Austin scored without the benefit of a hit. Faribault scored with the benefit of 2 hits in the first inning. The pitch. He lunges at that one and fouls it away to stay alive. 0-2. You got to protect the plate. Oh, 0-2 is the count to the right-handed hitting sophomore, the number 9 hitter in the Falcon order. A little wiggle action with the bat. Fidgeting with the ball behind his back is Rowley, and he will deliver the pitch. That ball's hammered to left field. So runners at first and second with 2 down, and that'll bring up Hayden Dillon. Dillon struck out to start the Falcon at-bat in the first inning. You got runners at first and second. An extra bagger with 2 outs should mean multiple runs here. So the pitcher comes to the set, glances twice to second base, and the pitch outside. 1-0. As Dillon steps back in, taps the plate. There's a darker bat wearing white batting gloves here. Bit of an open stance at the plate. The pitcher. Breaking ball strike. 1-1 the count. As Dillon steps back in. Well, he kind of fidgets on the mound there as he's getting set. And the pitch popped up. It'll be out of play. It'll be 1-2. So a pitch away from getting out of this mini jam is the Austin Packer pitcher. Again, the winner of this game goes to Northfield on Tuesday to play the number 1 seed Raiders in what is an absolutely wide open section this year. There's no clear-cut super team in this section this year. The righty's pitch. Ooh. He falls off a would appear to be a bit of a hanger. 1-2 the count. Runners at first and second, 2 down here in the second. These are 7-inning games. Winds died down. It was really windy this morning. It's died down quite a bit. Flags right draped by the pole there in center field. And the pitch. Swings. Got him some high cheese, and he offered. For the second time, Dillon goes down on strikes. Here in the second inning, there were, well, let's see, the Faribault Falcons did get a hit. There was also a walk. They don't score. They leave 2 runners on, 1 in scoring position. There were no Packer errors. As we played 2 complete on the Big Woods Beef scoreboard, we're tied at 1 apiece. Head to the farmer's market in Faribault. Grab yourself some, well, ribeyes, and, well, they got every kind of cut of beef imaginable, and maybe you're not you're partial to that kind of a cut. They can certainly do some custom work for you too. Just talk to them there at the farmer's market here in
Harley's
Faribault.
Auto Salvage has been in business over a half-century, serving people through their Like Magic nationwide parts locator. New and used auto parts. Check out their large supply of new and used tires. 30-day warranty on electronics, 60-day warranty on all motors and transmissions with extended warranties available.
Cody here with Harley's Auto Salvage. Haven't been here in a while? Stop in and check out our drive-thru recycling building. You can recycle your aluminum cans, copper, brass, and metal. And of course, we're always here to help you get that newer used auto part. Harley's Auto Salvage.
Fairway Meat and Grocery in Owatonna is a proud sponsor of all area athletics. Are you ready for your game day party? From USDA choice steaks and fresh produce to snacks and delicious meat and cheese trays, Fairway has everything you need to fuel your crew. Shop online for easy curbside pickup or check out their weekly ad in store. They're open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. for all your grocery needs. Good luck to all area athletics from Fairway Owatonna.
Well, we go to the top of the third inning. It'll be 2-3-4 in the order for the Austin Packers in this 1-1 game. Gordy Kosfeld at the KDHL Sports microphone on the Big Woods Beef scoreboard. 3 hits for Faribault, none for Austin so far. The Packers have 1 error and the Falcons have none so far. Brandon Rye will lead off, the shortstop for the Austin Packers. The pitch is fouled off down the first baseline, 0-1. That was the 38th pitch delivered by Dom Erickson. 20 of the 38 have been strikes. He is now 8 of 10 first pitch strikes. As he overthrows the next pitch, it's 1-1. Way outside. Bry wears number 18 on his uniform, right-handed hitter. The pitch. Breaking ball for a strike. 1-2. There's some sharp break on that one. As Erickson delivers. That was a high fastball, and it's going to be a foul ball, just foul. 1-2 the count. That was a good job by Rye to adjust to that pitch after that bender. To adjust to the speed. That was really good. He almost got himself an extra base hit. The righty's pitch. He overthrows again, trying to hit the outside corner. It's 2-2. 2-2 the count to the right-handed hitting shortstop for the Austin Packers. The freshman swings and misses, gets by the catcher. He'll throw down to first base. I still think that's the dumbest rule in sports. Third strikeout. You swing and miss, it should be a dead ball. Strikeout. Even if it gets by the catcher, it's a dead ball. You swung and missed. But they came up with that stupid rule that the third strike, if it's dropped, you can go to first base. So Dunlop steps in, right-handed hitter. Breaking ball, it's hit right on the button, but right to Leslie. They'll bring up Hayden Quitmeyer, the first baseman. He was hit by a pitch his first time up. Where's number 10 in his uniform? He's a left-handed hitter. Has a long sleeve, a white sleeve on his left arm. And the pitch misses outside, 1-0. 1-0 the count. Erickson had a shaky first inning where he walked some guys and hit a guy, and he misses again. It's 2-0. He had 3 walks in the inning and a hit batter, and that's how they scored their 1 run, and that's where we said 1-1. Faribault scored in the bottom on a couple of hits. He almost hit him again. It's 3-0. Quitmeyer kind of looked out after him and is, you're going to hit me again, are you? Has a teal bat, squares to bunt. He'll throw it right down Broadway. 3-1 to count. There are 2 outs. The pitch, it's launched in the air, and I mean really high. This should be caught. Right fielder will make the catch. 7 straight have been retired by Erickson. No hits, no runs, nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the third. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 in the order for the Falcons. On the Big Woods Beef scoreboard, sitting at a run
At J-Mo's Bowl in Faribault, you always strike a great meal. Let J-Mo's Bowl prepare and deliver the food right to you or host an unforgettable graduation open house right there on their property. Access to sand volleyball, darts, bowling, and don't forget Thursdays mean $2 per game bowling and $10 cheeseburger baskets. Open Tuesday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Friday and Saturday, 11 to midnight. Closed on Sundays and Mondays. Go to jmosbowl.com for details.
Fire up the grill and celebrate Memorial Day with hot deals at Cashwise Foods. Stock up and save on 4 Brothers Signature Smokehouse Premium Fresh Mega Bratwurst Links. Just $3 for $5. Perfect for your backyard barbecue. Add a sweet touch with Driscoll Strawberries, 2 for $5. And don't forget a summer favorite sweet corn, only 5 for $3. Kick off summer with fresh flavors and unbeatable savings at Cashwise. From the Cashwise Foods.
Well, we go to the bottom of the third. It'll be hitters 2, 3, 4 in the order for the Falcons, who find themselves in a 1-1 tie. In the winner of this game goes to Northfield on Tuesday. The team that does not win this game has a really good shot at getting a bye, even if they lose. Because they will, if the number 2 and the number 3 seed teams win, the highest seeded remaining team gets a bye on the losers bracket, and that would be one of these 2 teams of the 2 and 3 seeds. These are the 4 and 5 seeds. So you could lose this game and get a bye in the next round and avoid Northfield on Tuesday. Your number 1 seed. There's a ball, 1-0. So I don't know. Would you rather lose or win? You don't play the number 1 seed Tuesday. If you lose, you go to get a bye on Tuesday if 2 and 3 win today. The next offering, way outside. It's 2-0 to Dom Erickson. Erickson hit a single and scored the only run for Faribault. In this game, we're tied at 1 apiece. As he delivers, he fouls it off at the hitter's count, 2-1. His single came on an 0-1 count in the first inning. He was put down at second base on an error by the catcher trying to throw behind to get him at first base. Ball went into right field. Dom ended up at second. After a line out for the second out, all Jets, A.J. Simon got a single to bring him home. Raleig's pitch is a chopper foul, and it's still a 2-2 count to Dom Erickson. So Erickson is in protect mode now. See what Rowley decides to throw here. The pitch missed outside. Austin fans didn't think it was outside, but I thought it was well outside. Catcher tried to bring it back over the plate, but the umpire wasn't going to buy that. So here we go, a full count to Erickson, and the pitch overthrew it. So he loses Erickson to start the inning. It's his second walk. And we'll bring up Jamison Nowaczewski, the third baseman, who lined out to right field. I mean, right to him in the first inning. He was the second out of the inning, and then they got a timely RBI single by A.J. Simon to right center. They shade him to pull the ball. The pitch is on the outside corner, strike 0-1, a bender. So he'll step back in. If he keeps it out there, I'd be hitting it that way. Third baseman's on the grass. Lip anyway. The pitch is missing. 1-1 to count. He's trying to hit that outside corner, which is where he wants to go when he bunts. I'd be jamming him. It's hard to bunt a ball when they're trying to jam you. If that's what they're trying to do here. They hasn't shown bunt at all. The pitch, he half-heartedly swings. Ball gets by the catcher. He throws down to second, but Erickson's at second base again. So 2-1 is the count. Or no, that was a strike. He went part way. That should be a strike. And the base umpire says, I never saw it. That's what he says. I never saw it. Why didn't he see it? Because he was looking at the runner going to second base. I thought he swung, but obviously the umpire didn't. It is 1-2. So 1-2 is the count. The runner's in scoring position now with nobody out. Now, with the 2 strikes, I don't know if I'd bunt or not. Depends on how good a bunter he is. If he's a good bunter, I'd do it. If he's not, I wouldn't. With that runner at second, third baseman has to be back. So if he still tries to go on the outside corner, just go with the pitch. Is he a little wiggle action with the bat? And the pitch. He does. He goes the opposite way, but it's hit right to the left fielder. Now he had the right idea. So 1 down, and that'll bring up A.J. Simon, all Jets. He's got that sliding sleeve in his back pocket. Wish I would have been the man that invented the sliding sleeve. It's an oven mitt. basically. An oven mitt. Hey, that would make a great sliding glove. Right in the kitchen, the oven mitt. Time is called by AJ. Well, he does take a lot more time when guys are on base. Erickson at second base with one down here in the third. Faribault trying to gain the lead in a 1-1 game. Curveball misses. 1-0 to A.J. Simon. He's hitting for for himself. He's a catcher. His courtesy runner last time was freshman Ryland Peterson. Rolling from the set. Delivers. And it's a chopper foul. 1-1 to count. Simon is the cleanup hitter. Where's number 12 on his uniform? They pretty much play him straight away. The center fielder right straight up the middle is creeping in a bit. Little wiggle of the legs by the pitcher, and now Simon calls time. He doesn't like waiting too long. He'll step back in. The righty's pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2 the count to A.J. Simon. Had the RBI single to get Faribault their only run in the first inning. That single came on a 1-0 count. It's 1-2 now. Raleigh comes to the set. Catcher sets up outside, and the pitch swings and misses. It came right down the middle. So that's the third strikeout for him, and that'll bring up Atlee Qualley, the second baseman. Flew out to center field his first time up. Hit it right to him. Need more level swings here. We've seen a lot of fly balls. They're getting the bat on the ball, but they're fly balls. The pitch, breaking ball, strike, 0-1. Had a sharp break to that one. 0-1 to count. Erickson's been sitting at second base, it seems, forever. As he gets his lead. The pitch. High fastball. It's hit. Third baseman does not make the play. It's going into left field. Here comes the throw to the plate, and he is safe. Erickson safe. He hit to the back part of the plate. Initially, he didn't touch it, but he did touch it eventually. He scores. And I don't know. I'm not the official scorer, but that should have been the third baseman's ball. I'm going to rule an error myself. But I'm not the official scorer. Leslie steps in. It went off the glove of the third baseman and then trickled into left field. The pitch is a foul ball. 0-1 to count to Leslie. I know these aren't professionals, but he only had to take one step to catch the ball. It's not like he had to range so far ways. So the righty comes to the set. Faribault's got a 2-1 lead. And the pitch. It's hit straight back. Again, whoever wins this game goes to Northfield Tuesday. Whoever loses this game could end up getting a bye on Tuesday and not having to play until Thursday, which is, of course, deeper in the tournament. The pitch, it's almost took the head off Charlie in the third base coaching box, fouled off by Leslie. Left-handed hitter, tried to go opposite way. At second is Qualley. We went down to second on the throw home. The pitch is a ball. 1-2. Evidently they did rule that a hit, but I'm still going to keep it an error in my book. The pitch is a strike at the knees, and he watched it go by. Fourth strikeout, but Faribault does get the lead. They get, let's see. They get the run without the benefit of a hit in my book. And one runner was left in scoring position. It was an error by the Austin Packers. We go to the top of the fourth inning. The Austin Packers find themselves, after 3 complete, down 2-1. Faribault has 2 runs. They've had a couple of hits. Packers have had a couple of errors in my book. And let's see here. 4 runners have been left on base. 2 of them in scoring position on the Big Woods Beef scoreboard. Through 3, the Austin Packers have 1 run. They do not have a hit yet in this game. They have left 3 runners on base, 2 of them in scoring position, and that was obviously in the first inning because Dom Erickson has retired 8 straight batters.
Specialty Personnel Services can solve both sides of work-related problems. For employees, they can put you to work in a short period of time with employers that are in need of your skills. For you employers, Specialty Personnel Services has a list of potential employees that have the skill set to excel on your company's team. Don't waste time chasing want ads. Let the professionals work for you. They do specializing in construction and manufacturing jobs. Specialty Personnel Services in Owatonna. Call 451-5773. In Austin, 433-5570.
Minnesota Coaches Incorporated is proud to transport teams, athletes, cheerleaders, and coaches, getting you to the game all season long. Since the 1930s, they've been your trusted full-service charter planner, serving local communities with safe, reliable travel. From private charters and school trips to tour groups, sports teams, and church outings, they've got you covered. Minnesota Coaches Incorporated. Full-service travel with peace of mind. Visit MinnesotaCoaches.com or call 507-334-5121 today.
Well, on a 1-0 count, Percopile flies out to left field to start the 4th inning here. The 9th straight person to be retired by Erickson since the first inning. That'll bring up Cooper Jacobson, the third baseman. Cooper struck out in the first inning. Erickson has struck out 3. He's had 1 strikeout in each of the first 3 innings. As he kicks and fires, breaking ball strike. 0-1. 0-1 the count to Cooper Jacobson. The pitch. Tries another one. That looked pretty good. Call the ball. It's 1-1. One and one the count. Fastball misses. 2-1. 1 down here in the 4th inning. Jacobson struck out in the first inning. Right-handed hitter. Number 17 on his uniform. Has multicolored batting gloves. Pitch is a strike. Another breaking ball, and it's 2-2. Dom's got not only his slider working, but his curve as well today. It appears in the pitch. That's a fastball, and he jumps all over it. That's going to be the first hit for Austin. It's going to go all the way to the fence. He's going to have himself a triple. He's going to end up with a double. So he's got himself a double. He jumped all over that fastball. And John Rowley, the pitcher, can help his cause here and tie this game with a hit. Give him the lead with a homer. And it's 350 to straightaway center field here at Bell Field. Don't see too many of them hit straightaway center field. 300 down the left field line with an elevated fence. And 330 down the right field line as the righty kicks and delivers. That ball's hit. And the right fielder ranges over, makes the catch. The runner bluffs a run to third. So 2 down, and that'll bring up Tyler Carter, the right fielder, who struck out his last time up. Wears number 13 on his uniform. He's a senior. Takes a deep sigh, adjusts his helmet, and steps in that batter's box. He's got a little bit of a closed stance at the plate. Runner gets his lead at second base. The pitch. Jammed him. Shortstop Dillon will sure hand it. Throw over to first. In time for the out. And the Packers do get their first hit of the game, but they don't score. They leave that runner in scoring position. There were no errors. Faribault so far has played errorless ball as we go to the bottom of the fourth. 7-8-9 in the order for the Falcons on the Big Woods Beef scoreboard. We've got a 2-1 game. Falcons on top. Taking a look at pitch counts, courtesy of Big Woods Beef. Well, let's see here. The Austin pitcher Rowley has 59 pitches coming into the bottom
Discover
of the
the finest jewelry collection in southern Minnesota, right in downtown Canyon at Todd G. Jewelry. With an extensive selection to suit every style and budget, you'll find everything from timeless watches and elegant jewelry to unique money clips and more. Personalize your gift with a custom engraving. Add a name, a special message, or both to make it truly one of a kind. Because you don't want just any diamond. You want a Todd G. Jewelry diamond.
Hey, Ken Herbeck here. Is it time for a tune-up or maybe a new furnace? Call Owatonna Heating and Cooling, your local Carrier dealer today, and have your furnace checked. Don't wait until you're without heat and below zero temperatures. Call us to get your furnace checked to prevent carbon monoxide poisoning or sudden furnace failure when you really need it most. Owatonna Heating and Cooling is your local Carrier dealer. Turn to the experts. Find us online at owatonna-heating.com or call 507-451-2051. That's 451-2051.
Now the Falcons will have 7-8-9 here in the fourth inning, leading by a 2-1 score. Rowley's throwing 59 pitches through 3 innings. He's 10 of 23 first pitch strikes. Not a great strikes to balls ratio on the first pitch anyway. The first pitch is a strike here, 0-1. The strikes to balls ratio is not that bad, but the first pitch strikes. Now, 11 of 24. Next pitch drifts outside. It's 1-1. His catcher does a nice job of trying to bring it back over the plate, Perkapile. But umpire wouldn't buy it. And the pitch. Breaking ball strike. 1-2 to Luke Schumacher. He's the DH hitting for the right fielder Luke McRae, who's made some putouts in this game. As he'll rock and deliver. Overthrows the pitch. It's 2-2. 2-2 is the count. Ooh. Falling off the pitch is Schumacher. Had a bit of a hanger that time and couldn't quite get around on it. So the Packers got some red on that glove. Of course, they're the red Packers. Overthrows the next pitch. We have a 3-2 count. Leadoff man has been on the last 2 innings. Has scored once. The next offering hits him, but it's ball 4 anyway. So a hit batter will bring up Carter Quinlan. He flew out to left field his first time up. Just had too much air under the ball. Falcons want to try to level out some swings here. Runner gets his lead at first with nobody out here in the fourth. The pitch is a ball outside, 1-0. Catcher's already thrown a ball into right field that resulted in an eventual run. Kind of looked the runner back that time. Well, he shook a sign, now looks over to first base. That's not a great lead, but he throws anyway. Schumacher will get his lead here. It's only a couple of steps. And the righty's pitch squares to bunt. It's a ball. Call the ball. 2-0 the count. Do you keep the bunt on in a 2-0 count? That's the question. Third baseman's up on the lip of the grass. And the pitch. He kept it on. Missed again. It's 3-0. The guy's trying to sacrifice. He's in danger of walking him. Now the third baseman will go back to his normal depth. He'll be taken all the way here at 3-0, I would think. He squares to bunt again. Pitches outside corner strike. 3-1. I was really surprised to see that. 3-0. Especially with the guy going back to his normal position. No, he called it a ball. Looked like it was the same spot. So a couple of gifts to start this inning. Runners at first and second on a hit batter, which was ball 4, and a walk. So all intents and purposes, he's had 4 walks. And stepping in will be the number 9 hitter, Cooper Anderson, who had a single in the second inning. Cooper's a sophomore. If he gets a single here, if it's to the outfield, should score a run. If he gets more than a single, should be, well, maybe just 1 run. Depends on how well it's stroked. There's a bunt. It's a foul ball. 0-1 the count. Runners at first and second with nobody out here in the 4th inning. Dillon's on deck, and he has struck out twice. So he'll step back in with that back foot on the back line of the batter's box right on top of the plate. Wiggle action with the bat. Raleigh comes to the set, and shortstop runs around the runner. And the pitch. He squares the bunt. It's a good one. It's going to go foul. 0-2. Initially, it looked like it was going to be perfect and hug the line, but it ended up drifting foul. As the third baseman does some groundskeeping there for the Austin Packers. Maybe kicked up a pebble, right? Jacobson. Kick up a pebble so it hits the pebble and goes foul. I never thought of that before. Bring some rocks with you in your pocket. The pitch swings and it's popped up. They're not going to get to this though. It's foul ball. 0-2 the count to Cooper Anderson. Runners at first and second and nobody out here in the 4th inning. The Falcons clinging to a 2-1 lead. So far, Dom Erickson's been very good on the hill. Has only allowed 1 hit after a shaky start in the 1st inning. As Raleigh comes to the set. The pitch. It's stroked toward left field, but right to the left fielder. So 1 down, and that's an unfortunate at bat because you don't advance the runners when you were initially trying to do that anyway. That'll bring up Hayden Dillon. Now Dillon's got the kind of speed that he could actually bunt for a hit. And especially with the third baseman back, I'd be tempted to do that because he struck out twice. Let's see what they decide to do. First baseman's on the grass thinking he's going to bunt. He swings away and fouls it off, 0-1. Coach Lechtenberg probably thinking he's not going to get the golden sombrero here. He's going with the odds that he'll get a hit with his third trip to the same pitcher. He bends over and fouls this one off. 0-2. One down here in the fourth inning. And runners at first and second. As he'll take a practice act. Here in the fourth inning, the pitch is called strike three, and for the third time he strikes out. You got to be protecting the plate. That was too close not to swing. And he, was upset that it was called a strike, but it was 0-2. You got to protect the plate. So the Faribault Falcons in danger of getting runners at first and second with nobody out, not advancing them an inch. As Dom Erickson steps in, walked his last time, singled his first time, and he has scored the 2 runs in this game. Pitch is a strike outside corner, 0-1. Got a lefty warming up in the pen here for Austin. Jonah Klein, he's a junior. Throwing some throws to Shea Gustafson. Pitcher almost threw the ball into center field just now, trying to pick off a runner at second base with 2 outs. See, they don't think the game at all. He's not going to go anywhere. There's 2 outs. Only thing that can happen is a bad thing. You airmail it to center field. Runner scores. Pitch outside. 1-1. I mean, that couldn't have been called from the bench, I wouldn't think, to throw to second base. Because it makes no sense. 1-1 the count. Faribault needs another 2-out hit here. And they got it. Well, maybe. I don't know what they're going to rule that, but it was hit right to the shortstop, and it bounced off his glove. They're going to advance. The runners will advance. So it's going to be an error in my book. I mean, it's hit right to him. Bases are loaded. Did he hit it hard? Yes, but so what? So bags are juiced here for Jamison Nowachevsky, who's 0 for 2. Left-handed hitter. The righty rollies pitch. It's hit towards second base, and this will get them out of the inning. Faribault loads the bases, does not score here in the fourth. 6 batters come to the plate, but they're not able to get the timely hit. Unfortunately, couldn't get the bunt to get guys over in scoring position. It was just one of those innings. Another error in my book. No runs. And let's see here. I don't think there was a hit. No, there was a walk. There was a hit batter and the error. And bags juiced. So we have played 4 complete on the Big Woods Beef scoreboard. It says 2-1 Faribault Falcons. That's what it says. 2-1 Faribault Falcons. Faribault does not have an error in this game yet. Dom Erickson has been rather dominant. We'll tell you more about that when we give you the Big Woods Beef pitch count.
Minnesota Coaches Incorporated is proud to transport teams, athletes, cheerleaders, and coaches, getting you to the game all season long. Since the 1930s, they've been your trusted full-service charter planner, serving local communities with safe, reliable travel. From private charters and school trips to tour groups, sports teams, and church outings, they've got you covered. Minnesota Coaches Incorporated. Full-service travel with peace of of mind. Visit MinnesotaCoaches.com or call 507-334-5121 today.
The best meal from the grill or the kitchen starts with a better cut of beef. And for more than 6 generations, that meat has come from Big Woods Beef by Nearstrand, offering certified Angus product, responsibly raised from their family to yours. Big Woods Beef offers individual steaks and roasts for sale, ground beef, along with quarter, half, and whole options. Check them out on Saturdays in the summer at the Faribault Farmers Market in Central Park. Taste the difference. Get pickup and delivery details and check out their story at bigwoodsbeef.com.
It is delicious. Stepping in, the left-handed hitting Casey Denzer, the number 9 hitter in the Packer order. Pitches outside corner called strike. 0-1. The catcher had to lean out to catch it. 0-1 to count to Denzer, the left fielder, a left-handed hitter, the righty Erickson. Looked like it was the same spot, called the ball. 1-1. Erickson's pitch. He jammed him. Nice there by the first baseman who will step on the bag. So 3 straight have been retired since the hit. He had 9 straight before that. In the first inning, he struggled, throwing 26 pitches. He's now at 61 pitches, 34 of them strikes. The pitch hit him. So he hit him. Puts Dylan Winsel, who's the leadoff man, so you think he's probably got some speed. Throws his gloves on the ground. I don't know why he couldn't hand them to the guy instead of throwing them on the ground. The manager has to pick them up off the ground instead of just handing them to the manager. As Erickson's pitch, he almost offered after it. Called the ball, 1-0. It's still just a 2-1 game, so Erickson has to be locked in here. Runner at first, nobody out. The pitch, overthrows it, 2-0. He was cruising through the second, third, fourth innings. Then he came into this inning with 58 pitches. Not a ton when you consider his 26 pitch first inning. Right? Only 32 over the next 3. He had an 11 pitch, a 12 pitch, and a 9 pitch inning in the second, third, and fourth innings. 2-1 is the count with 1 out here in the 5th. These are 7-inning games. The throw over to first. Back is the runner. Coach asked to talk to his hitter. There's 1 out here, so I highly doubt they're going to put a bunt on. In fast pitch softball, they might. I've seen it many times. It's a lot of pressure on your batter. Again, 2-1 the count. The freshman shortstop, Rye. A hanging breaking ball, throw down to second, and he just got in there. The throw was in plenty of time, but it was a little high. And so Wenzel gets the stolen base to get in scoring position. It's 3-1 to Rye. And the tying run is in scoring position for the Packers. Erickson's pitch. Too low. So he hits a batter. He now walks a batter. That's his first walk since the first inning, his 4th walk of the game. And we'll bring up Noah Dunlop, the center fielder, who lined out to center field his last time up and walked in the first inning. There's 1 out. First baseman's on the grass. Pitches inside, misses. 1-0. Be nice if you could coax a double play ball here. The pitch. Hits it straight back. Catcher didn't catch it. 1-1. Went off his mitt. And the first baseman is at the lip of the grass, which means the runner behind him can get a lot better lead. The pitch. Strike. 1-2, the count to Dunlop. He's the number 3 hitter in the order, so you would think he'd be a good hitter. Has that open stance at the plate, back foot right on the back line, and the pitch. It's a couple hoppers. It's going to be trouble. Third baseman kept virtually, he kind of slid on the grass. I knew he was going to have trouble. It kind of got stuck in the grass, did the ball. It'll be an infield hit. It was a swinging bunt is what it was.
The first baseman, number 10, Caden Whitmire.
So that gives Austin hope. There's 1 out. Bases are juiced for the second time in the game. Actually, it's the second time in the game it's been juiced as Whitmire steps in. Left-handed hitter. The pitch is hit, and we're going to have a lead for the Austin Packers. 1 run will score. Well, we've got a tie game anyway. So Whitmire is going to have himself an RBI single. And we got a tie game again at 2 apiece. Benton Perkapile, the catcher, steps in. He walked in the first inning with the bases loaded, so he got an RBI. And he flew out to left field in the 4th. Bags are juiced with 1 out here for the Packers in the 5th. Too high with a pitch, 1-0. Just a little too amped up, I think. He's to settle down again, and the pitch. He swings and misses. 1-1 the count. One thing you don't want to hear either is a catcher interference. Perkapile, being a catcher, would ask for that. The pitch is fouled off. 1-2. This is a huge pitch in this baseball game. We're in the 5th inning in a 2-all game. Bags juice for the Austin Packers in the top of the 5th. They have a chance to take their first lead. The pitch. I should say their second lead. They led 1-0. 2-2 the count. Good job that time by Mr. Simon to keep that ball near the plate, and he might have hit his hand with it. Umpire does the professional courtesy of dusting off the plate, and the batter was kicking dirt on the plate while he was dusting the plate. I mean, seriously. I don't know if I've seen that before. The pitch is fouled off. Still 2-2. 2-2 the count with 1 out here in the 5th inning. Erickson, as I said, is running into a little trouble. Hit batter and a walk started the inning. Hit batter scored. He overthrows the next pitch. Almost hit him. And he wasn't going to let it hit him because it would have hit him in the head. 3-2. Bags juiced. He's got nowhere to put him. Readjusting his ankle guard is Perkapile. He'll step back in. On the grass is the third baseman. That ball's launched to center field. That should score a run easily. Leslie will make the catch, and the Packers have a lead on the sac fly RBI. Runner also advanced to third on the play. So the Packers have a 3-2 lead. Seventh person to come to the plate is Cooper Jacobson. Struck out, and last time up he smacked a double. If he smacks a double here, 2 runs will score. More than likely, because there's 2 outs. The righty's pitch. Man, it was well behind him. Going down to second base. Quitmeyer. 1-0 the count. There's no indifference in high school ball, so that's a stolen base. Righty's pitch. Swing and a miss. And he needs a couple more of those to keep this a 1-run game. A solid single would score 2 runs probably. There's a hit toward third. He's going to take a couple of hops and throw him out at first base. But the Packers do put a crooked number on the board. They get 2 runs in the inning. They do so with the benefit of just a couple of hits. And a couple of runners were left, both of them in scoring position. As we go to the bottom of the 5th inning on the Big Woods Beef scoreboard, head over to the farmers market here in Faribault. Most Saturdays I get there, and usually I'm able to pick me up some delicious, fresh, and I mean fresh, Big Woods.
Check out the Memorial Day savings this week at Fairway Meat and Grocery in Faribault. Get all natural boneless, skinless chicken breasts for $2.99 a pound. $85.15 ground beef is $4.98 a pound, sold in the 10-pound tube. Fresh sweet corn, $5 a dozen. Select varieties of Bush's baked beans are $1.98 each when you buy 2. And Pepsi 12 packs are $4.99 each when you buy 3. Fairway Meat and Grocery in Faribault. Open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. till 9 p.m.
At Community Resource Bank, they're more than just a place to manage your money. They're your neighbors, your supporters, your financial partners. Whether you're starting fresh or planning ahead, the team at Community Resource Bank is ready to help with banking that fits your life. Stop in, say hi, and see why more people are choosing Community Resource Bank. Community Resource Bank. Let's bank together. Member FDIC.
Well, we'll take a look at those Big Woods Beef pitch counts in just a second here as A.J. Simon gets ready to lead things off for Faribault here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 82 pitches have been delivered by Rowland, 54 of them strikes, so his pitch count's pretty high as we're going into the 5th inning. As the righty's first offering is popped up, and that should be an out. First baseman will catch it in front of the Austin dugout for the first out. So all Jets can't use his Jets on that one, and that'll bring up Atlee Qualley, the second baseman. 54 of the 82 pitches strikes, so not a super strikes to balls ratio. Righty peers over his glove, rocks, delivers. Too low, 1-0. Atlee Qualley is the number 5 hitter in the order. The second baseman is been safe on an error and flew out to center field. The pitch is hit right to the second baseman. 3-hopper, and that's the second out. 2 up, 2 down. We'll bring up Ben Leslie. Again, Faribault could lose this game and still end up getting a bye on Tuesday and not having to play until Thursday. Whoever wins this Tuesday goes to Northfield to play in the Section 1 AAA baseball playoffs. I don't know how else you do a 7-team section. The pitch drifts outside, 1-0. Leslie walked and struck out looking. Left-handed hitter. Little bit of an open stance at the plate. As the righty's next offering is popped up, and that was a quick inning for the Falcons and the Packers. A 5-pitch inning. And he could use it because the pitch count was kind of up there. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We played 5 complete on the Big Woods Beef scoreboard. It is 3-2. The Austin Packers have the lead. Don looks like he's heading out there again. He's got 81 pitches through 5 innings as he picks up the baseball and gets ready to pitch. In the 6th, the Packer 3-2 lead.
The best meal from the grill or the kitchen starts with a better cut of beef. And for more than 6 generations, that meat has come from Big Woods Beef by Nearstrand, offering certified Angus product, responsibly raised from their family to yours. Big Woods Beef offers individual steaks and roasts for sale, ground beef, along with quarter, half, and whole options. Check them out on Saturdays in the summer at the Faribault Farmers Market in Central Park. Taste the difference. Get pickup and delivery details and check out their story at bigwoodsbeef.com.
Harley's Auto Salvage has been in business over a half-century, serving people through their Like Magic nationwide parts locator, new and used auto parts. Check out their large supply of new and used tires, 30-day warranty on electronics, 60-day warranty on all motors and transmissions with extended warranties available.
Cody here with Harley's Auto Salvage. Haven't been here in a while? Stop in and check out our drive-thru recycling building. You can recycle your aluminum cans, copper, brass, and metal. And of course, we're always here to help you get that newer used auto part. Harley's Auto Salvage.
Get our score 3-2 as Erickson's first pitch is swung on and fouled off by the pitcher Rowley. He's 0 for 2, couple of flyouts to center and right field. Packers have a 3-2 lead. Faribault's out hit him. There's a slow roller. Third baseman ranging to his left will make the play. That'll bring up Tyler Carter. The number 8 hitter is 0 for 2, a strikeout and a ground out. Carter wears number 13 on his uniform, a right-handed hitter. Erickson lost a little focus there. He had the hit batter and the walk last inning, and those 2 runs scored. Swing and a miss, 0-1. The run that scored in the first inning was a walk. So all 3 runs basically were gifts on the base paths. Either a walk or a hit batter. Swings and hits it off the catcher's mask. Foul, 0-2. Goes all the way back screen. 0-2 the count. There's the righty's pitch. Well, that looked like a pretty decent bender, but it's called the ball. 1-2. Erickson kicks and fires. Almost hit him. It's 2-2. Carter asked the umpire, he thought it hit him. They're asking to appeal. If the home plate umpire doesn't think it hit him, do you think the base umpire is going to say it did? They're appealing to the base umpire. Did it hit him? No. 2-2 the count. The righty's pitch. He overthrew it. That's 3-2. Just needs to deliver a quality pitch here. And the pitch is right down Broadway for strike 3. The 4th strikeout for Erickson. That'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Casey Denzer. Denzer, a left-handed hitter. 0 for 2, a ground out. And, 2 ground outs, 3 unassisted. The last one swings and misses. It's 0-1. Faribault in the bottom of the 6th inning, and they're down to their last 6 outs. We'll have 7, 8, 9 coming up. Strike 2 is delivered by Dom Erickson. And the pitch is outside for a ball. It is 1-2. 1-2 is the count to the left-handed hitter and the righty's next offering. He fouls it straight back, 1-2. This will be the 94th pitch of the game, and it's going to be a hit. Wow. He had a 1-2 count, and he ends up with a single. The number 9 hitter, Denzer, will bring up Dylan Wenzel. Wenzel was hit by a pitch, stole second base, ended up scoring last inning. He's hit a liner to third and flown out to center. Packers would love to get an insurance run here, up by 1 in the late innings. Section 1 AAA baseball. Pitch is outside for a ball, 1-0. Erickson had a 26-pitch first inning, then went on cruise for a few innings. Now he's not quite as consistent. Pitch. That ball's hit foul. 1-1 to count. Got around on it too soon. Runner at first. 2 down here in the 6th. The righty, Erickson, delivers. Swing and a miss. It's a strike. Going down to second base is going to be Mr. Denzer. So that's another stolen base. 1-2 is the count, and the Falcons hope that stolen base doesn't matter. The pitch almost hit him. It's 2-2. He's approaching 100 pitches here, is Dom Erickson. And we're in the 6th inning. The pitch. An excuse me swing foul. Keeps the count at 2-2. He's approaching 100. He's just about at 100. I think he's at 98, 99, somewhere in there. We'll make an official Big Woods beef count in a moment. And the pitch popped up. That should get them out of the inning. Second baseman catches it behind the bag. And it does. So they do not score after the 2-out single by Denzer. They're not able to score. No errors, and one runner was left in scoring position. The Packers are left 3, 4, 6 runners in scoring position in this game. And the Faribault Falcons want to get their hitting shoes on here, as they have numbers 7, 8, 9 in the batting order, batting here in the bottom of the 6th inning. As the Rowley is still pitching. Remember, he had that really quick inning, last inning. Only threw 5 total pitches. 3 of them were strikes. He has 57 strikes of 87 pitches. And he comes into this inning with 5 strikeouts, 3 of them to the leadoff man, Dillon. Luke Schumacher, Carter Quinlan, and Cooper Anderson are the scheduled hitters. So Schumacher wears number 6, is the designated hitter. Rowley comes into this inning with 87 total pitches. He's 15 of 28 in first pitch strikes. As he kicks and delivers, misses 1-0. It's a 1-run lead for the Packers here in the bottom of the 6th. These are 7-inning games, so Faribault's down to their last 6 outs. A strike. 1-1. He has not allowed a hit in a few innings. He's walked a few guys and hit a batter, but Faribault just can't get any hits here lately. So I don't know if you'd say he's effectively wild or what. 1-2 is the count. One and two, the count to Luke Schumacher as a righty. Wheels and deals. Missed. It's 2-2. 2-2 is the count. The right-handed hitting designated hitter for the Falcons. That was a pretty good bender, and it's a slow roller to second base, and that'll be out number 1. Down to 5 outs. Carter Quinlan will step up. Again, if the number 2 and 3 seeds win today in their respective games, Byron is the 3 seed, Cass and Manorville the 2 seed. Then the loser of this game would get a bye on Tuesday and not have to play till Thursday. The winner goes to Northfield on Tuesday and takes on the number 1 seed. There's a curve, first strike, 0-1 to Carter Quinlan. Quinlan has walked and flew out to left field. Rowley rocks and delivers in the dirt. 1-1. One and 1 is the count with 1 out here in the 6th inning and a 1-run Austin lead. The pitch. He overthrew it. 2-1. Hope to see a lot of you Faribault folks out at Central Park for the Memorial Day observance on Monday. Just before 11, after the parade starts at 10, we got a courthouse ceremony at 9. Strike. It's 2-2. Remember what Memorial Day is all about. Take some time out of your day to remember those who gave the supreme sacrifice so that we can enjoy a high school baseball game on a sunny day in Faribault, Minnesota. The pitch. Strike right down Broadway. I don't know how he could watch it go by, but he did. That's the 6th strikeout for, and let's see, 1, 2, 3. Half of them have been looking. Cooper Anderson steps up. First pitch is a strike. He bailed on a breaking ball. the sophomore, is 1 for 2. He had a single back in the second inning. Robo's been very quiet with the bat since the third. We're in the sixth. Rowley's been going the whole time, and the pitch. Swing, and what might have been a ball, 0-2. Faribault's down to the last 4 outs. They are the 4 seed. That's how they got to play at home. Packers the 5 seed because Faribault beat Austin twice during the regular season. You know what they say, it's hard to beat a team 3 times. I always qualify that by saying it's hard to beat a good team 3 times. As he rocks and delivers. Missed. So Anderson looking for a 2-out hit here. A 2-out hit got Faribault their first run in the first inning. They're down 3-2 here in the sixth. As he kicks and fires. And it's strike 3. 7 strikeouts. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on bait. We have played 6 complete. And the Faribault Falcons are 3 outs away from maybe getting a bye on Tuesday. And playing next on Thursday. And losing the game. Because the 2 and 3 seeds win. Now the 2 and 3 seeds have to win in order for that to happen. The highest seeded team will get a bye on Tuesday. If the number 2 seed Comets are beaten or the number 3 seed Bears are beaten, they would get the bye, and Faribault would have to play on Tuesday in the elimination bracket. So Brandon Rye will lead things off, the number 2 hitter in the order. We got a new pitcher coming out here for Faribault, and we'll tell you about him in just a second. I think it's Carter Quinlan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 59 total strikes by Dom Erickson. 19 pitches in his final inning. He ended up with exactly 100 pitches. 100 pitches in the game. Faced 4 batters in his final inning and had 3 first pitch strikes. So he was 18 of 27 on the first pitch strikes. This is Carter Quinlan. At first base is going to be Atlee Qualley. So Qualley goes to first base here in the top of the 7th.
Leading off the top of the 7th inning,
Erickson will go to shortstop. And Dillon will go to second base here in the 7th. Leading things off for the Packers, the number 2 hitter, Brandon Rye. He's a freshman shortstop. There's a strike, 0-1 from Carter Quinlan. 4 strikeouts for Erickson. In his 6 innings of work, 100 pitches even, 59 of them strikes. A curveball in there for a strike. It's 0-2. The killer, though, was every single run that scored was either a walk or a hit batsman. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on 3 pitches. That'll bring up Noah Dunlop. Good thing about Quinlan, he does not walk a lot of guys. And frankly, I think that's number 1, right? You get some strikeout pitchers in high school ball that throw the ball really hard, end up with a lot of strikeouts, but they may walk a lot of guys too, and that's huge. Make them earn it to get on base. This is not Dunlop. This is Keegan Dunholm. He's a junior, right-handed hitter. Pitch. Almost hit him. 1-0. Never fails. The broadcaster jinx. You sing praises about saying guys don't walk or hit guys, and he almost hits a guy. The next pitch is on the other side, way out. 2-0 the count. Dunlop had an infield single his last time up. He walked in the first inning and lined out to center. This ball's hit way up in the air. Left fielder catches it. For the second out, in the bottom of the seventh for Faribault, they're going to have the top of the order coming up. Dillon will lead off, and he has struck out 3 times, but that was against Rowley. He'll be happy to see a different pitcher, I would think. That lefty's been warming up about 4 innings out there, hasn't he? He's throwing a game out in the pen. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1 to count. 0-1 to Quitmeyer. The next pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Got an RBI single his last time up. And then a sac fly RBI, got the second run in the 5th inning, and that's how Austin got the lead. Swing and a miss, 3-pitch strikeout. 2 of the 3 outs were 3-pitch strikeouts by Quinlan. He was throwing BBs. No hits, no runs, and no errors, and nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the 7th. This is the final inning for the Faribault Falcons to either tie to send it into extra innings, or they could come up with a walk-off win. I know the coach from Northfield, Josh Spitzak, told me he was going to come watch this game here today. He's probably sitting somewhere where I can't see him. They get the winner of this game, do the Raiders, on Tuesday in Northfield, and I think they're going to play at the high school. I wish they'd move the game to Dundas myself, but no, it sounds like they're going to play it at the high school. They only get a certain number of Dundas games. And Section 1, Class 4A, the biggest schools in the section, get to use Dundas Ballpark. They must have put in for it, or maybe they bid for it, right? Maybe they said, we'll pay you more money if we get the field. To heck with 3A, 4A should get the field. We're going to spend more money. I don't know. I really don't know. I only know that Rowley's going to get the final inning here. Or at least the first portion of it. He's throwing 101 pitches, so I don't know what the pitch count's supposed to be here. And so 66 of the 101 pitches have been strikes. So he won't see a different pitcher. Dillon's going to try to avoid being struck out 4 times by the same guy. Yeah, the Raiders are here over there. So Dillon will lead things off here in the 7th. Now remember, Faribault only needs to get a run to tie this and send it to extras. And Dillon has struck out 3 times against this guy. I'd be very tempted to have him bunt. He's got really good wheels. Third baseman is back, not thinking bunt at all. Likewise, first baseman. Here in the bottom of the 7th, Roley's 102nd pitch is high, 1-0. 1-0. He's probably pretty juiced here. He's got to try to channel that energy. Does Roley the pitch? He swings and fouls it off. He might have swung at ball 2. 1-1 to count. One and one is the count. The righty's next offering. Called strike. 1-2. So Roley has a chance to strike out a guy 4 times in a game. You don't see that often in high school. You don't see that often anywhere. What am I saying? And the pitch. It goes in the dirt. 2-2. I'm really surprised that they didn't bunt, to be honest. I mean, you're facing a guy you struck out 3 times against. I'm sure he's probably thinking the odds are he's not going to strike out a 4th time, but you're down by a run. You got to get that guy on base. Here comes the pitch. Oh my, that was close. It's called a ball. It's 3-2. It's very close to being strike 3. You got to be in protect mode here if you're Hayden Dillon. No bunting going to happen now. And here comes the payoff pitch. He swings and pops it up. Coming over is the center fielder to make the catch. 1 up, 1 down. That'll bring up Dom Erickson. Erickson, is the pitcher of record, would suffer the loss if they can't come back in this game. He singled and scored in the 1st inning, was walked and scored in the 3rd inning. He has scored the only 2 runs the Falcons have been able to muster in this game. And Faribault came into this game with 6 wins, Austin with 8. And Austin has 1 more win than Faribault in the Big 9, but it's tied in points with 5 because of that crazy system they got. There's a base hit. And Erickson just strokes the first pitch he sees, lazily out to left field. And the tying run is on base. That'll bring up Jamison Nowachewski, 0 for 3. There's 1 out, so I don't know that I'd be bunting him down to a scoring position here. That puts a lot of pressure on your next guy. He's at 109 pitches when he throws this pitch. I don't know where that pitch count is right now these days. The pitch is inside, 1-0. I don't remember when it kicks into the higher level. I thought we're in the playoffs. That's when it kicks in. I think it's 120, if I remember right. The playoffs. And the pitch. He hits it right on the button. Second baseman, or the shortstop, catches it and will throw him out. And the game ends on a double play. A sinking liner to the shortstop. He throws to first base. And the Austin Packers say, you may have beat us twice during the regular season, but we beat you in the playoffs. What would you rather do? As the Packers advance to play Northfield on Tuesday, if the number 2 seed and the number 3 seed in this tournament lose, one of them lose today, one of them will have a bye. But if they both win, the Falcons will get a bye on Tuesday and not have to play till Thursday. It all depends on what happens to those higher seeds on the Big Woods Beef scoreboard. The final is 3-2. Austin Packers. Well, we knew it would be a close one. These are 2 pretty evenly matched teams. And it all, unfortunately, came down to, as I said, the Austin Packers, all 3 of their runs, the first run scored was, well, a hit there was a walk with the bases loaded. There was a hit batter in that inning, and a walk came home to score. And in the 5th inning, after there was one out, there was a hit batter followed by a walk. Then there was an infield single, an RBI single followed that by Quitmeyer, and then a sac fly RBI. But those 2 runs that scored were a hit batter and a walk. So the 3 runs that scored for Austin were 2 walks and a hit batter. And they win the game by a score of 3-2 on the Big Woods Beef scoreboard. We'll wrap things up right after this.
As a business owner, do you have a game plan in place to stay focused on safety and preventing claims? Let our team help support your business. Federated Insurance offers a customizable lineup of industry-specific coverages and risk management services to help you continue your winning streak. At Federated Mutual Insurance Company, it's our business to protect yours. Rated A+ Superior by AM Best Company.
Fairway Meat and Grocery in Owatonna is a proud sponsor of all area athletics. Are you ready for your game day party? From USDA choice steaks and fresh produce to snacks and delicious meat and cheese trays, Fairway has everything you need to fuel your crew. Shop online for easy curbside pickup or check out their weekly ad in store. They're open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. for all your grocery needs. Good luck to all area athletics from Fairway Owatonna.
Well, again, your final score, 3-2. The Austin Packers pick up the win here today. The final 3-2. And for the Packers, they had those 3 runs. And my scorebook had them with just a couple of hits. They left seven runners on base. 6 of the 7 were in scoring position. They committed 1, 2, 3 errors in my book. And the Faribault Falcons end up scoring their 2 runs. They had 2, 3 hits. They did not have an error. And they left, let's see here. So runner left in the 7th, which I didn't write in yet. And they did collect a hit in the 7th. So they actually had 4 hits in the game. And they, let's see here, had 1, 4, 5, 7, 8 runners left on base. 1, 3, 4, 5 of the 8 runners were in scoring position. Falcons dropped to 6-15 on the season. And again, if either the number 2 or 3 seed lose in their games today, the Falcons will be playing on Tuesday. I'm not sure exactly where they'll play, but they'll be playing in this tournament, which is a 7-team tournament. I'm going to write in right now that Northfield will be playing Austin. The Stewartville Tigers are at Casson Manorville now, and the Byron Bears are hosting Winona. So the if Casson Manorville and Byron win, then Faribault will get a bye on Tuesday, and they won't have to play till Thursday. So if Casson Manorville and Byron win, then the Falcons play on Thursday. Okay, that's how it works out. That's because we have a 7-team section. And I guess it's the fairest way to do it. You have the highest seed go. But a 5 seed knocks off a 4 seed here in Faribault today. Final score 3-2. Dom Erickson takes the loss. He ends up throwing 100 pitches. Carter Quinlan came on in the 7th inning. Threw 7 strikes and 2 balls, 9 total pitches. So 109 total pitches by the Faribault pitchers, and Rowley goes the whole distance. He ends up throwing these pitch counts the service of Big Woods Beef. Boy, when your hunger counts, and when doesn't it, you want some good, fresh beef. The place to go is Big Woods. Big Woods. Check them out on the internet and get some out there, or wait till the farmer's market. I don't think I'd wait for the farmer's market, but they are at the farmer's market most Saturdays. They get over to the farmer's market. I know periodically I get to get some when I'm able to go there on Saturdays. I try to make it a near ritual. 110 total pitches were thrown by Rowley. He throws 71 strikes in this game. As again, the Austin Packers took a 1-0 lead. Faribault took a 2-1 lead, and then the Packers came from behind to win it by a score of 3-2. Gordy Coswell wishing all of you a good Memorial Day weekend. Again, hope to see you either at the courthouse or Central Park, or both locations. There's a parade in between. The Central Park program begins 10 minutes after the parade is concluded. So the parade, if it ends at 10:40, will have the program beginning at 10:50 and should be done before 11:30. That's typically the case. Program typically runs about 45-50 minutes at the outset. I don't know that we've ever gone an hour since we've done it in this current format. At 9 o'clock, there's a brief, very poignant ceremony held at the courthouse, the Rice County Courthouse. That's right. That's at 9 o'clock. Not only does Faribault get a bye if the 2 and 3 seeds win, but also the Faribault Falcons would get a home game on Thursday, because the 7 seed and the 6 seed are the other two, and Faribault is the 4 seed. So not only would they get a bye on Tuesday, they would be at home on Thursday in the elimination bracket, a 5 o'clock start if they play on Tuesday. Again, this section is avoiding Memorial Day, which I think is the right thing to do. We're all supposed to observe Memorial Day and thank our lucky stars. Our lucky stars are the folks that put their lives down on the line so that we can enjoy the freedoms of watching baseball. We need to thank those folks in proper fashion. So hope to see you. Maybe I'll see you at both the courthouse and Central Park. There's a parade in between that starts at 10 in the morning and will go until, well, as I said, it depends on how long the parade is. Some years it's a half hour, some years it's 40 minutes, some years it's 45 minutes. I'm not sure exactly how long it is going to be, but I do know that we'll be on hand in Central Park for that program. We'll be broadcasting it live on these airwaves, the mighty 920 KDHL. Thanks to Big Woods Beef for joining our All Prep Sports Boosters for bringing this game. Community Resource Bank, branches in Faribault, in Roseville, in Cannon Falls, and, of course, Faribault. Harley's Auto Salvage, just across the street here on Highway 3, is also one of our super all-prep sports boosters. Taji Jewelry, downtown Kenyon. And J-Mo's Bowl, where you always strike a great meal, where Royal Ross and I were earlier today, and Royal did a nice job finishing off the show, talking to some choir folks. We talked to some tennis lads as well during the show out at J-Mo's Bowl, where you always strike a great meal. If you've never had their ribs, they are fantastic. We found out the other day that there's going to be a rib cooking contest, brand new to the Heritage Day celebration this year. Yeah, brand new. So that'll be interesting. I told Mr. Ribs at J-Mo's Bowl he should put their ribs in that contest. I don't know if that's allowed because they're doing it professionally. I don't know if that's going to be in the rules or not. But you can check it out online, the FaribaultHeritageDays.com, FaribaultHeritageDays.com. Pretty easy to remember. So, again, hope to see a lot of you folks on Memorial Day. We have no broadcasts on Memorial Day this year. That's kind of a rarity. Been trying to avoid it the last year or so, but you can't always avoid it. We were in Section 1. BA was playing on Memorial Day a year ago, and they went on to win the section title in fast pitch and went to the state tournament and finished third season ago. So on the Big Woods Beef scoreboard, your final score again, 3-2. Austin Packers. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. If you did, please thank all the super people that make our broadcast possible. The All Prep Sports Boosters, and of course, Joe Grody and the folks at Big Woods Beef. Wish my Traeger wasn't broken. I have 2 Traegers and both of them aren't working right now.
Today on the pod, we're talking to Joan, a method actor and Scratchers enthusiast. So, Joan, what do you like about playing Scratchers?
Well, as a method actor, it's about becoming the ticket. Scratching up, down, stage left, stage right.
So what's your motivation? Because your performance feels so real.
Oh, I was just tapping into my inner Scratchers.
Incredible.
Yes. Bravo me.
Scratchers from the California Lottery. A little play can make your day. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 years or older to purchase player claim.